What's going on, everyone? It's DB, and this is going to be my final video for my hardcore mode series. So this is going to pretty much wrap up the series for me with video number 10. And how I'm going to do this, basically what's going to happen here is I'm going to finish building my base, and from there I'm going to actually be able to open up my island so I don't have to worry about so many restrictions in this mode. And the reason why I'm ending this series is, a couple things. One is they did fix the dupes, which is huge. I think there might be a couple small ones still out there, so it's going to be smaller quantities. It's not going to be in the millions, at least to my knowledge. And I've also seen some prices kind of leveling out inside the community, so it's nice to see prices start rising for a lot of the duped items, and that's a good sign of things kind of normalizing a little bit. It looks like coins are still heavily out there, so there's still a lot of coins just floating around, especially with the cross trade community. But I really miss the social interaction. It's really a bummer that whenever I come onto this account, people aren't allowed to be on my island. It hasn't really been lonely, but I just feel like it's kind of a bummer because I really enjoy those interactions with everyone and visiting islands and stuff. And so I was able to do that a little bit today, and kind of broke my own rules, but I didn't actually buy anything. So pretty much, I can't even afford much anyway with 890,000. But yeah, so this is gonna be like my last video for the series, and what I'll probably do is if I ever want to start the series up again, I will. And with me being able to finish the series finally, it's gonna let me do more mini game experiences, last to leave my island kind of stuff. I'm gonna be able to do more obstacles and just get really creative with my island, which I look forward to doing. It feels like, honestly, doing this mode really gave me like just kind of this fresh perspective of the game, and it gave me a chance to kind of escape during this dupe issue because the duping was so heavy that I just didn't want to play the game anymore. And this actually gave me some relief, and it reminded me what this game's all about, which is about farming and building and stuff. So I really had a lot of fun. Before I begin, if you don't mind hitting that like button and smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I appreciate every single one of my subs. So if you're still here and you've been subbed for a while, thank you, and I appreciate you. So let's go ahead and get into this, and I'm gonna actually work on a couple things. First up, I'm going to finish the bottom of this island, so we can finish that bottom piece there, and then I'm actually going to start on the bottom here as well. And then when I'm done, it shouldn't take too long to finish this part, and pretty much that will be the majority of the wrap up for my island, because I'm going to skip the electric until they fix this, because I'm really bummed that they nerfed the power sources. They already know that. They know everyone's going to be unhappy with that. It's not news to them, but the fact that they nerfed the power sources makes this really kind of useless. 7 power sources is just not enough for me. I could probably put some kind of random sign up, but it's not going to be dynamic. It's not going to be cool, especially compared to my Cryiron King. Cryiron King has a way better island right now because I have way more power sources than I should, and they still work. So as long as I don't remove them, they'll continue to work. So let's go ahead and get up there. Let me go up real quick. Okay, so I'm up here now. The only challenge I'm going to have is I don't think I'm going to be able to color these blocks because I only have this much red. So I'm probably going to take this red out and then just use regular glass because, I've got plenty of it, and it's unfortunate because I can't really buy it, and I'm not going to be able to produce enough to be able to, finish this island. So I'm pretty much going to have to buy it once the hardcore mode is done, and assuming I don't reset again. I'm actually tempted to reset again just because it's so much fun. Let me know in the comments if you think I should reset again after this. I don't know how many times I've reset my island. I think I've reset my island how many times, like 10. Oh man, I remember the first time I had the game team reset me because they didn't have a reset function yet, and so I asked them if they could reset me because I had so much donation items that were probably all like duped items that people were donating me, and I actually knew because there was too many of them. Like, how did I have 40,000 of what did I have? What was it? 40,000? Wasn't it like vamp bows, or I can't remember. Maybe it was titles. All I know is back then when things were getting really starting going with the dupers, I knew there were some problems, and so I just had them. I asked hey, can you like reset me? I did hear that snow gloves may have been duped, but I don't know. I haven't seen that. It might be a rumor, but I haven't seen vendings full of them. So my guess is if they did get duped, it's in very small quantities. Small being like potentially 100,000 or less. A lot, we've talked about like whether or not the game should just get a full-on data wipe, but I don't think this game. I think there's going to be too many people that would want to quit over something like that. So I would say I don't think they should do a data wipe. But what I would say is they should consider maybe doing different game modes, which allows us to play with a fresh start if we wanted to, and by opting into that, maybe there's like some special rewards we can get. I don't know. That might be interesting. Whether or not they'd ever do something something like that is up in the air. I think it'd be kind of cool. I think it would give a lot of people a chance to, you know, play on even playing grounds, because I think a lot of people join a little later, and it's kind of intimidating when you see everyone's rich around you. And then of course there's a bunch of cross traders that just, you know, literally just bought their coins and never earned them. You know, I'm not going to judge you if you're doing that kind of stuff. It's wrong. It's against, you know, terms of service. You're probably going to get banned. But, you know, I'm not going to say you're a bad person because you do that. I think, you know, that's really between you and Roblox, to be honest. We do have a strong policy against it on my Discord community. So if you're found out that you're actually cross trading, we do ban. All right. So I almost have all this glass flooring done, and then I got to start working on the base part, which is going to be fun. All right, so I'm gonna hop down here to make things a little easier. Let's just kind of break this open a little bit. And then what we're gonna do, so this is 3 down. So the 4th one's gonna pop out. So we're gonna go basically like this and pop out one. Now we can drop down. We're gonna draw it out like this. Hopefully I won't run out of coal. I still have a ton of it that I haven't produced. I haven't actually created all the blocks yet. So you can see I've got 33,000 coal. It's a lot. All right, so that first layer is complete. Now I just need to go 3 down, 2. So, and then the 4th is gonna be another inset like that. And so we could just go down like this, and then we're gonna come out. So let's go ahead and do these first a little faster. And then I'm just gonna pretty much time lapse the rest here, but I think you get the idea of how to do these layers. And then I'll just update as I go down. So that's looking pretty good, but I see some weird edging. Like you can see like right there, I kind of messed up, I think, on some outer portions, but that's not too bad. I could live with that. I could just, you know, go up there a little bit later and just kind of chop away what I need to. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to do this bottom part here. I'm always harvesting. Yep. So I just got another seed. I'm always harvesting these things. It takes so long to get extra seeds that I'm constantly working on this one. All right, so I got some extra berry seeds. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually go and clean this up. You can see I had already started a little bit of an outline of a base here, but here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be completely different than what I usually do. I'm actually gonna do some kind of like weird looking pyramid thing that goes up, and then I'm gonna create an elevator that goes straight through the center. So that's gonna be, that's gonna replace this whole walkway thing that I was doing here. And I'm gonna make basically an elevator that goes straight to the dead center right here, all the way up to that. It's gonna be really cool. So I need to cut away all this stuff that is in the way. We don't really care about our steel farm right now, so that's going to go away. Let's get this stuff out, and this is going to look really cool. I think, I mean, maybe, maybe, yeah, maybe. I think it's going to look good, but we'll see. All right, so I need to chop away. We're not going back up there for a bit, so I'm going to go and chop this stuff away because we don't really need it. And then we're going to finish this line here. This is the edge right here, and then this comes back like this. Let's see, did I do it right? Nope, I didn't. It's more like that. It goes right there. So let's go and fill that in, and up across, up right here, and then it's going to go right there. All right, that's pretty good. Just getting the outline here, but you can basically see, it's just I centered it. What I did, it's just in case you're trying to follow along, what I did is up top I just did a center, so I dug straight through the center of that and dropped all the way down, and then I found that the center is actually right here. So I'm actually going to take this thing out. You can see that's the center right there. I put the sandstone right there so I know, and we can pretty much start getting this stuff out of the way. I'll destroy the rest of this a little bit later, and I'll probably move my production, like my farms and stuff, somewhere else. Let's get this out of the way as well. It's gonna be nice finishing this Spire for sure. It's been a while. I started on it a while ago, and then the holidays hit and all these game updates kept hitting, so I had to like keep up with those. Okay, so now we're gonna pretty much, let's get this out of the way. This drill is right in the way of I'm gonna have to take this little resource island out. Let's take this out. You in my way, gold. I don't ever recommend doing this unless it's in your way. If it's in the way of your build, then have at it. I just don't care about red bronze right now. All right, so man, we got to fill all this stuff in. I'm gonna go and fill this side in first, just because it's ready to go. I like it. It just spawns. It's like, okay, you took me out. I'm gonna spawn over here. You can't get rid of me that easily. Okay, whatever gold. Just leave me alone. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse this section so you don't have to watch the slow-mo version. All right, so I got the base flooring done. That took longer than it should have. I had to make some more blocks. All right, so we're gonna go up with this. So here's what I'm gonna do though. So it's gonna be a little different. So I'm gonna actually do something like this. and it's gonna go like that. So that's gonna be 3 in, so 3 and 3s. And we're gonna do it on this side as well. So it's gonna be 3 in. We're doing it right here. And so it's gonna go right there and right there. So that should be even. And then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna set up the base there on the 3rd, like that. And this is gonna go up. So we're gonna just stack like this. Just keep going up. So that's 3 up right now. So we're gonna go line across. And you're wondering, DV, what are you doing? What are you doing, DV? I have no idea. To be honest, I don't know. I'm just going with it, okay? Just roll with it. Just go. It's okay. We'll figure it out together. We'll figure it out together. We're safe. Nothing can hurt us here. Okay. So let's keep going and going up. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to start getting up to here. It's getting too tall. It's a monster. That's what happens when I experiment. Okay, let's do this side too. I think this is gonna I'm probably gonna have to redo all of this because I didn't measure. I didn't do anything. I didn't do any kind of planning. Okay, I have something in my head and visualized, and I don't know. It might not work out. Okay, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me if you're following along. Wait until we see how this finishes. All right, let's see how this turns out. Okay, this is weird and amazing. Okay, getting up there. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Something like that. All right. And then do we need to do one more, or is that good? I'm thinking this should be good. So let's go ahead and leave this as is. Let's go ahead and connect these. There we go. And then what we're going to do here is from here, we're going to just draw across like we did up top. And instead of doing the thing we did earlier, we're just going to do that. All right, that's pretty good. All right, that's good. That's good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lift this up by 2. So we're going up like that. Not 3 this time, but 2. You like how I act like I've got a plan? So I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, it isn't because I have no idea what I'm doing. But please don't unsub because I said that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, there we go. All right, and what we're going to do is actually I'm going to put a path here in the center. So like this, it's going to go straight in like that. All right, so that'll work kind of. That's probably better like that. Okay, and then now I got to do another path inside. So what we're going to do is right here, just do another line. It's going to be real easy. We're running low on blocks again, so I'm going to have to auto click some more in a minute. So this one's not going to be a 2. It's going to be another 1. It's going to be like this. And got to do this side as well. There we go. And then I'm going to do a little exit here as well, just so I can get in and out a little easier. I'm going to drop some torches in. All right, so in this side, we're actually going to go up 2 times. So we can go and fill that in, get the gaps filled in here. And we'll do the same over here. Okay, so these are going to go up twice. So we're going to go up. So this one's going to go up right here because we need that. This is basically a guardrail, right? So you can pretty much assume it's going to always be like this. So we could pretty much do our guardrail now so that you don't forget how high this is going to go each time for each layer. So it should always be 1 up until you get to the very top. Then there's going to be in there like that. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. There we go. Okay, so now we got our paths up. It's looking pretty cool, actually. And then we're going to go up 2 times, remember? Just to match these sides. And then we're going to go up 2 times across the board. All right, now this one is going to go up only 1. And the rest I'm just going to time lapse all the way to the finish line. That way you don't have to watch this in slow-mo. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, I'm just looking at these edges, and it looks like it's just a little off. I kind of messed up. So I'm going to correct this real quick and slow it down a little bit so you can see how I'm correcting it. But basically what you can see here is what we really want is this gap here. If not that gap, we want something like this. This would be okay as well. But I think what I really want to see is just this little spacer here. So what that means is I'm basically going to have to do something like this, right? So it's going to have to come down like that. And then it's going to have to connect right there. And that way things don't end up looking a little weird there. I mean, I could kind of somewhat correct it like that, but it just doesn't look clean. So what we're going to need to do is something like this across the board. Kind of like it's almost not quite a pyramid, but yeah. So I'm going to go and correct this so you can see what I do in the end. But it's going to look much better. Much better. All right, so I finished it almost kind of looks like a temple. It's more like a base pyramid type setup. I don't know what you want to call it. Mayan temple kind of look, but not Mayan temple because it's DV's building. And what I'm going to do though is I'm actually going to make an elevator out of glass right here. So we're going to basically go in the center right there. And then we're going to make an elevator out of glass. So how it's going to work is I'm actually going to have two different entrances. So you can either enter from up here. So if you wanted to come up here, you could enter into it from up here. Or if you were super lazy, you could come in here and just pop up through there. So pretty much you can see like straight above us. And that's where the elevator is going to go. But before I do, I want to get rid of this glass. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out now. All right, so I'm working on this elevator and it's taking me forever. So basically what we got is we need about 22 more chairs to be able to make it all the way to the top, maybe 24 chairs. Here's the problem. Here's the cost for each chair. It's going to take 20 per chair. So you can do the math pretty easily on that one. I need a lot of wood. So I'm basically farming a ton of wood and as fast as I can. But that's pretty much done. It's pretty much ready to go. And if you haven't watched my video tutorial on how to make elevators, thanks to Beef Plays again for coming up with this. He actually found it. It's a great method. So definitely check that video out. And but yeah, so this elevator is pretty much done. I think I'm going to pretty much wrap this up now though. But this is it. This is the end of my hardcore mode series. I'm pretty much done with this island for the most part. I think there's a couple more things I could do to it. Honestly, like I'm just more so excited about being able to have people on my island again and being social again and not being, not having to worry about, whether or not I can go and trade for something, because it'll be fun to trade again. But this is pretty cool. So you can basically enter into the elevator here and you can see how fast it is. It's going to be so fast to be able to get to the top. So you can see a little preview here. Just run in here, go into this entrance right here, and just hold down spacebar and you can get up to the top really fast. The nice thing about this method compared to like just using, like you could say, well, DB, why don't you just do the drop off island method and then, you'll spawn to the top like you were. And you're right. But the problem is that what if I don't always want to be up there? So if I drop off and then I'm stuck up there again or something weird, instead I could just go over here and that way everyone else can, pretty much spawn in normally. And then if you want to get up here, it's just a really cool way to be able to travel upwards. So if you look at it, it's fun. It just feels like a ride, and you can always hop out if you didn't really want to get stuck in there. You can jump out. But yeah, so I'm going to be farming some wood for this. I'm going to continue working on my island. And again, you can feel free to copy this. If you have, if you're like, you really want to build something like this on your island, feel free to copy any aspect of anything that I create. I mean, that's what I make them. That's what I make the videos for. It's for you. It's for all of you. So you can actually get inspired and make something that I've made. And, I don't care. You can make videos and how-tos. I don't care. It's all good to me. And, it's all about, like I said, it's all about making sure you're entertaining and having fun. One more thing before I forget, because I keep forgetting. Be sure to look out for any contests that I'm running. So as of now, as of this video, I'm actually running 3 different contests. One is for Core Game Jam. So it is a level design contest or game jam for Core. And you can check that out. I will link that in the description so you can check out that contest. I think there's like 10 more days left to it as of this video posting. And I also regularly host different islands build contests. And I have 2 of them running as of now. And I think they end on January 10th. So you got a little bit of time for those. I do host these contests regularly, so keep an eye out for those. Lately, I've been just posting them on my Discord. You can join my Discord at discord.gg/dvplays, and that's pretty much where I announce all my build contests these days. If you want to keep up to date with all my contests, Discord is the place to be. I also announce on Twitter, so be sure to follow my Twitter. So thanks again for watching this series. If you missed out on the series, it is a 10-part series. I will link video number 1 in the description so you can check this out if you did not watch any of it. It's actually pretty cool. This series will actually show you how to build build a lot of different things and how to grind for a lot of these things on your own without trading. And so this is the end of that series, as this is part 10 of the series, which concludes it. So I may start another series like this later. I'm not sure. We'll see. I need a little bit of a break from it, and I need some social time. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.